Today we're going to be talking about another recent Disney movie that I watched. This movie is Peter Pan. Peter Pan is set in the 1900s in London. Now this movie was released in 1953, and compared to the other Disney movies, it did really well in the box office. Disney invested $4 million into Peter Pan and profited $87.4 million. Now, not only does it take place in 1900s London, the main location where this story unfolds is in Never Never Land. Now, I've tried looking up where Never Never Land is because I was curious, and all I got was the address to Michael Jackson's house. So obviously, this is not the place we were looking for. But now, to focus our attention on the story, Peter Pan and Tinkerbell show up in London in the house where Jane Darling and her brothers are reading bedtime stories, and they convince them to go to Netherland. They sprinkle some dust, fairy dust on him, convince him how to fly, and off they go. They show up to Never Never Land. There we meet Captain Hook. He anchors his pirate ship in Neverland, and he is accompanied by his crew of pirates and his trusty sidekick, Mr. Smee. Now, throughout this movie, Captain Hook is looking to take revenge against Peter Pan for cutting off his hand, but he trembles at the presence of the crocodile. Now, there's only one crocodile in this movie, and this Never Never Land has a lot of interesting characters. They have mermaids, people that can fly, fairies, they have Native Americans, and they got a bunch of orphans who live with Peter Pan. Now, at throughout this movie, Tinkerbell is very jealous of Wendy. She refers to her as Wendy Bird, and she finds out that soon Peter banishes her because he doesn't like the fact, that she is jealous. Wendy's brothers, John and Michael, set off with the Long Boys to find natives, and then they end up capturing them and believe that they're the ones responsible for the kidnapping of the chief's daughter, Tiger Lily. Now, they encounter some mermaids, and the throughout the movie, again, there's a lot of weird and interesting characters, just like in the previous Disney movies. Everything is very fantasy-like, but Peter Pan has a confrontation with the pirates after they capture Wendy and the Lost Boys. They try to get Wendy and her brothers to walk the plank, and Peter has to save them. Now, there's a lot of different side stories, I think, through this movie. Like, one of them was the little story of Wendy's brothers and the Lost Boys, and then Peter's relationship with Wendy, Peter's relationship with Tinkerbell, Peter and the captain, and but for overall, it all makes for one great movie. Again, the animation was really good in this movie compared to some of the other ones that I've seen, but keep in mind that it is from the 50s, and I think the graphics and the animation was really, really well done. Now, I don't want to spoil the end of the movie, so if you have seen it, then you'll know what happens, but if you haven't, go out there and check it out. This movie is available on Blu-ray, and you can get it online as well. And overall, I like this movie, but I still would have rated it maybe a 4 out of 10. I think it's got a very, very strong message of, it's important to still embrace your inner kid, right? Because the Peter Pan in the movie doesn't want to grow up, but at the same time, you got to be in touch with reality. And if you've seen this movie, let me know what you think. If you didn't like it, you can also let me know if you didn't like it. If you have any comments about the review that I've had so far, you can comment. You can rate, appreciate, or hate, whatever you want to do. But definitely give this movie a watch. It's a good one. 76 minutes long, and again, I'll leave it off as that. And until next time, bye for now.